There is a secret chamber hidden inside your inhale. Most people will never open it. They live and die without realizing that every breath they take is not just keeping them alive. It is shaping the way life responds to them. You've been told your breath is automatic, that it's just a reflex, a background process, something the body handles while your mind races ahead chasing goals, fears, and distractions. But what if I told you the exact opposite is true? What if your mind has never been the architect, and it has always been your breath guiding the blueprint of your reality? Every inhale is not just oxygen. It is a doorway, pulling awareness inward. Every exhale is not just release. It is a signal, broadcasting your state into the field around you, and in the pause between, the stillness where nothing moves, the universe listens most closely. This is the chamber hidden inside the breath, not physical, not made of bone or tissue, but made of silence and frequency. A chamber so subtle that your eyes cannot see it. But your soul has always known it. It is why, in moments of awe, your breath catches. Why, in moments of fear, your chest locks tight. Why, in moments of love, your lungs expand as if the world itself is entering you. The ancients spoke of this chamber without diagrams, without science, without machines. They knew it by experience. They called it the bridge, the axis, the living key. It was not religion, it was rhythm, and they trained themselves to listen, not just to the sound of their breath, but to the energy it carried. Modern life distracts you from it. Your phone, your thoughts, your endless scrolling. They pull you into the mind surface, away from the hidden chamber. But the chamber never disappeared. It is waiting inside every inhale you take right now, waiting for you to remember what your body has been whispering all along, that the breath is not background, it is command. When you breathe shallow, you signal survival. Your body contracts, your field contracts, and the world shows up as threat. But when you breathe fully, deep, conscious, alive, something extraordinary happens. The resistance begins to dissolve. The world bends toward you. Life stops fighting back. This is not escape. This is not control. This is alignment. The hidden chamber of breath is not about forcing reality to obey you. It is about remembering the rhythm that reality itself is already tuned to. Today, I will guide you not with effort, not with struggle, but with awareness. Because awareness carried on breath is the oldest key we've ever been given. It predates language. It predates culture. It predates even your name. The breath was the first thing you did when you entered this world, and it will be the last thing you do when you leave it. Everything in between, every choice, every feeling, every moment, is suspended between two breaths. So let us begin here, not in the noise of thoughts, not in the weight of memory, but in the secret chamber that has been waiting inside you since the very first inhale. Close your eyes. Feel the air enter slowly. Do not rush. Do not try to control it. Just notice. And you are the door. Step through. Before words, before thoughts, before the stories you cling to, there was breath. It was the first language you ever spoke. Not letters, not sound, but rhythm. When you entered this world, you did not declare yourself with words. You announced yourself with an inhale. That first breath was not just survival, it was initiation, a signal that your soul had arrived in form. And yet somewhere along the way, you forgot. Breath became background noise. You let the rhythm of life be replaced by the rhythm of worry, distraction, and noise. You were trained to think louder, push harder, talk faster, but not to listen to the silence that lives in every breath. The truth is simple. Breath was never meant to be unconscious. It was meant to be remembered. It is the bridge between your body that lives in time and the awareness that does not. When you breathe shallow, life feels small. When you breathe deep, life expands. This is the forgotten language of creation, and the moment you begin to listen again, between every inhale and exhale lies a pause so brief, so subtle, most never feel it. But in that pause, everything waits. This is the sacred pause, the doorway between worlds. It is not absence, it is fullness, a silence so alive. It vibrates when you rest in that pause, the mind loosens. Time slows, intention deepens, the body opens into awareness. The pause is where the field receives you, not your words, not your demands, but your frequency. It is the space where striving ends and creation begins. Most people rush past it, but those who discover it realize something profound. You don't manifest, you manifest by holding still long enough for reality to listen. This pause has always been with you. Hidden in plain sight, it is the chamber within the chamber, the moment where you stop chasing life and life comes to meet you. Close your eyes and feel your body from within, not as an image, not as a story, but as sensation. You are not just in a room. You are inside a temple, and that temple is you. The ancients built temples of stone, vast structures, precise geometry, sacred proportions. But those outer temples were never the real destination. They were mirrors, reflections of the living temple within the human being. Your breath is the entrance. Each inhale lowers you deeper into yourself. Each exhale clears space. Each pause opens a hidden chamber in your awareness. As you breathe, you begin to notice something. Your body carries stories, tension in the chest, tightness in the throat, weight in the belly. These are not random. They are memories. Breath reveals them, not to punish you, but to release you. This is what it means to build the inner temple, to inhabit yourself. One conscious breath at a time, to become a place strong enough to hold peace in a world of noise, to stand rooted when everything else is moving. The temple is not an idea. It is structure, rhythm, geometry alive in your own body. And when your breath awakens it, you become unshakable. What if your breath was not only moving inside your body, but shaping the world outside of it? Because it is, your breath is a signal, a frequency, and the field around you, the unseen ocean of energy, is always listening. When you breathe shallow, chaotic, restless, your energy fragments, your field becomes scattered. Life reflects back confusion. But when you breathe deeply, steadily, with awareness, your energy gathers, your field harmonizes. And suddenly, life feels lighter, clearer, more precise. This is the breath field. It is not imagination. It is physics. Your heart already radiates an electromagnetic field that extends beyond your body. Your breath shapes that rhythm instantly, and others feel it long before you speak a word. Rooms shift when you enter. Conversations bend around your presence. Obstacles soften, not because you forced them, but because coherence is magnetic. Your breath teaches reality how to treat you. Breathe in fear, and fear echoes back. Breathe in presence, and the world mirrors presence. You are not separate from your environment. You are woven into it, and breath is the thread that binds the weave. Change your breathing, and you change the lens through which life itself takes form. Most people believe they are their thoughts. They wake up inside a storm of ideas, memories, judgments, and they never step outside of it. But breath is the invitation to step back. Close your eyes and notice. You are not only the one breathing, you are the one watching the breath. The witness behind the rhythm, the stillness behind the moment. This shift is subtle, but it changes everything. The moment you notice yourself noticing, the observer awakens, and the observer is not bound by fear. It does not panic. It does not compare. It does not chase. It simply sees. From this place, thoughts lose their grip. Emotions loosen their claws. The stories you believed to be solid begin to dissolve. Because you were never the noise, you were the space it passed through. Breath is the compass that brings you back to that space. Not by forcing silence, not by fighting the mind, but by shifting your center from chaos to clarity. This is the true awakening. Not becoming someone else, the silent witness, the observer within. Every system in your body follows rhythm. Your heart beats, your brain pulses, your cells vibrate, and breath is the conductor. When the breath is jagged, shallow, restless, your rhythm collapses, the body contracts, the mind scatters. Life mirrors back disorder. But when the breath is steady, smooth, coherent, everything realigns. Your nervous system softens. Your thoughts slow down. Your emotions stabilize. This is coherence. Not perfection, not control, but harmony, and coherence is magnetic. It draws the right people, the right moments, the right opportunities without effort. Because resonance attracts resonance. The universe does not respond to ambition. It responds to rhythm. Every conscious breath is a vote for coherence. Every cycle is a signal that stabilizes your field. And as your field stabilizes, reality itself begins to organize around you. So ask yourself, what rhythm are you breathing into the world? Because the field does not echo your words. It amplifies your frequency, and frequency is written in breath. Breath is not only air moving in and out of lungs, it is a bridge spanning two realities at once. On one side is the body, flesh, bone, heartbeat, time. On the other side is awareness, silent, infinite, beyond time. Breath is the thread weaving them together. Every inhale draws the unseen into form. Every exhale returns, and in that constant rhythm you are reminded, you were never just physical. You were never just thought. You are the bridge itself. This is why mystics spoke of breath as sacred, why prophets retreated into stillness, why sages built their practices on rhythm. Because breath unites the two worlds, the one you can touch and the one you can only feel. And when you remember this, something changes. You stop living as though you are separate. You stop searching for the divine outside of you. You realize it is already flowing in with every inhale and flowing out with every exhale. Breath makes you whole again. Not divided, not lost between worlds, but anchored in both. Stillness is not weakness. Stillness, the world teaches you to chase, to grasp, to control. But the field does not respond to chaos. It responds to coherence. And coherence is born in stillness. When you breathe consciously, rhythm slows. When rhythm slows, the nervous system softens. When the nervous system softens, awareness rises. And in that awareness, you discover a truth. You were never meant to control everything outside of you. You were meant to hold everything inside of you with such clarity that the outside rearranges itself in response. Stillness is the throne. Breath is the path. With every exhale, you return to peace. With every pause, you remember the power you already carry. From this place, even the simplest act is sacred: walking, drinking, speaking, listening. Because stillness flows into it all. This is the return, not back to who you were, but back to who you have always been, the one who observes. The breath has carried you here, through chambers hidden within the inhale, through the sacred pause between worlds, through the temple inside your body, through the field that listens without words. And now it reveals the final truth. You do not manifest by shouting at reality. You manifest by becoming the rhythm it cannot ignore. Every inhale you take is a receiving. Every exhale you give is a shaping. Every pause is an opening where the universe bends to meet you. This is not force. This is not demand. This is creation in its purest form. Alignment, the alignment of breath, body, and awareness. The alignment that turns survival into presence, and presence into power. So let this be your practice. Not once, not only here, but in every moment you live. When fear rises, breathe. When doubt clouds you, breathe. When chaos surrounds you, breathe. The breath is the key. And step through again and again until it is no longer practice, but the way you exist, because the world does not respond to what you say. It responds to who you are, and who you are is revealed in the rhythm of your breath. So breathe with intention, breathe with presence, breathe with awareness. And as you do, watch life reorganize itself around you, not because you forced it, but because you became the condition it flows through. This is the doorway to creation, and now it is open. Take one conscious inhale, one complete exhale, one sacred pause, and step into the life that has been waiting for you.